guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So for today's video I'm going to be sitting down and showing you guys how I created this super pink Barbie makeup look. I actually did this for a YouTube short a little while ago. I did it to like the Hi Barbie sound and it was so much fun to film, and that YouTube short actually blew up to like 12.8 thousand views, so I figured you guys liked the look too. I think it had like over 200 likes or something. So yeah, I figured I would sit down and do a long form video showing you how I created that look, since so many of you seemed to absolutely love it. And honestly, it's one of my favorite makeup looks I've ever created also. I really love it. I love a pink makeup look. I love pink eye makeup. And so yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite makeup looks I've ever created as well. So to see so many of you guys enjoying it makes me so happy. And so yeah, I figured I would just sit down and show you guys how I created this very pink, very Barbie makeup look. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you're new to my channel, then be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. And now let's get on into the makeup look. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm just starting with primer. So I'm starting with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. This technically isn't the primer I used in the original look. I used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, but I used the one that comes in like the little tub instead. I actually got the liquid version for my birthday, so I'm gonna be using that this time. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on the back of my hand. I've only really used this like once, so I'm not entirely sure how much is like a good amount. I definitely put too much on my birthday when I used it. But I'm just going to dot that all over my face. And then just blend that out with my hands. 1, 2, 3, I do hope the lighting's okay. It keeps like kind of changing constantly. I did get a filming light for my birthday, but I haven't yet figured out where's a good place to put it, so we're relying on natural lighting for today. Okay, so now that primer is done, originally in that YouTube short that I did my base makeup and then my eye makeup. However, for this video I've decided to switch that around, and I'm going to be starting with the eye makeup and then do my face makeup. I just feel like the more I've done this look and the more I've practiced this look, the more there is like a little bit of fallout with certain shades, and so I just figured it's best to do the eye makeup first, so that if there's any fallout I can fix it with my foundation. So I'm gonna start with the eye makeup. Okay, I think I might have got my filming light in a position that makes it easier, so hopefully the lighting is improved now. But like I was saying, I'm gonna start with the eye makeup, as I just realised that there was a lot of fallout when I did it with like the base makeup done first, and so I figured that way I can clean it up with the base makeup afterwards. So to start the eye makeup, I'm starting with the 17-second Skin Enhancing Concealer, and I'm just gonna pop that, and I'm just gonna pop this all over my lid just as like a base to start with. So I'm just gonna pop that on my lids. Grab a sponge. I'm just using my usual Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out for a base. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush and just a little bit of the Revolution loose setting powder, and I'm just going to set my eyes. I do feel like this light has made the lighting so much better, right? I mean, if I look over there, it is super bright and I can't see, but as long as the lighting's good enough for you guys, I don't mind. Okay, now that that's set, we're gonna start the actual eye makeup. So this entire eye makeup really is all done with one palette, and that is the Friends X Revolution Open the Door palette. So I actually took the things out so that I can have the mirror separately, but I'm going to be starting the eye makeup with this shade right here, this like hot pink, which is Eggplant, and I'm going to be popping that on my outer corner and my crease using my Revolution fluffy blending brush. This is their R4 brush. And like I said, just going to be dipping into that and popping it on the outer corner and the crease. So I think I'm going to use the bigger mirror for this just because it's a little bit clearer. I really do feel like this shade, with it being quite a hot pink, I'm hoping that the filming light isn't changing the light too much. Like, I'm hoping you can still see that well enough. I'm just going to try and maybe turn it down just a notch. But yeah, I feel like this shade just, like, screams Barbie, because it's so pink. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to move on to like this other portion of my lid. And so again, back into the same palette, and I'm just taking this kind of shimmery pink, rose gold almost shade. Just this shade right here, which is I Take the Rachel. And I'm just going to be taking this random mermaid flat brush that I've had for years to apply that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a trick that I love to do with like shimmer eyeshadows, and like when I'm using like shimmers for inner corner highlight and stuff. I did mention this in my makeup tips video a while ago, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the product onto my flat brush. Like, as you can see, just from the couple of times I've done this look, I've made a good dip in that eyeshadow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Revolution Hydrate and Fix Setting Spray, and I'm going to just... Okay, I've got the fan on, so it's all coming back at me. But I'm just going to wet my brush, and then sometimes I'll just dip back in to add a little bit of extra product. I just find that this helps it to be a bit more shimmery, honestly. Like, it enhances the shimmer, and it just helps it to apply a little bit easier. So I'm just popping that shade on the rest of my lid. And you can see already, the shade is showing up so much better and so much quicker by doing it like this. Okay, now for the other eye. Just doing the same thing, even though it's still a little bit wet. And then I'm just going to pop that on the other eye. And then I just like to go back in with a little bit of that hot pink we started with, just to blend out the edges of the shimmer. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I feel like I'll tell more once I've got my base done, because then like it won't look as terrifying because like the rest of my makeup will be done. So for now I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to move on to my base. So for my base, I'm starting with the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Foundation, and I'm just going to pop this on the back of my hand, and then take that same Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge from earlier and just dot that all over my face and blend it out. One thing you can do as well that I sometimes like to do if I do my base makeup after an eyeshadow is kind of just not only clean up the edges here, but you can kind of wing them out a little bit. Obviously I didn't do that with the original look, but I just feel like it's easier to then make sure I've got my foundation all over my face, if that makes sense. Okay, going back in with the foundation on the back of my hand, I'm just going to go in with my Grubby Brushworks foundation brush. I do need to clean this brush again. This brush needs cleaning way too often. And I'm just gonna take the foundation down my neck. And then I just like to go over that with the same sponge, just to blend out any lines or anything in it. Okay, then going back in with the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Concealer from earlier. And I'm just gonna pop that under my eyes. I know there are like new ways of doing concealer now, but I tend to just stick to the old concealer under the eyes in like a V kind of style, I guess. That's the way I'm happy with it. Around my nose, as always, on my nose, and then just anywhere that I feel needs a little bit of concealer. I feel like that's it. And then same sponge, my go-to favourite sponge for blending out my makeup, and just blend out the concealer. Okay, concealer done. So next I am just taking the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder, and I'm just gonna pop some of this into another powder lid. That might be a bit much. And then I'm just taking my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna set my makeup. Oh no. I feel like I'm still so terrible at loose powder, like it just goes everywhere. But hey, it sets my makeup quicker and a lot better than a pressed powder, so it's fine. I'm gonna change into a pink top at the end anyway to show you like the final look in pink. So it's not helping that the fan's on, and so it's like blowing it this way the whole time. If anyone has any tips, honestly, for making loose powder less messy to apply, please let me know. Because like obviously I don't use like baking or any particular like technique. I just like to pop it all over my face. But obviously it's like super messy at the same time. Okay, I'm now just going to take my blush brush just to get the eyes a little bit better. Okay, powder is done, makeup is set, so now moving on to bronzer. I'm just using my usual Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to pop that just slightly under my cheekbones, round onto like my temple and just onto my forehead with the Real Techniques Multitask brush. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the Real Techniques powder brush and just bronze along my jawline and down my neck. And then next I'm going in with blush, so I'm taking the L'Oreal Blush of Paradise blush. This is in the shade Life is a Peach. There is powder honestly everywhere, oh my goodness. I do apologise, I didn't even notice there was powder on my shoulder there. Oh my. So this is what that blush looks like. It's just a really nice shimmery peachy colour. I feel like it does have a slight shimmer to it, which I actually kind of like. And so I'm just going to take, again, that Real Techniques blush brush and pop this just on my cheeks. Okay, blush is done. I actually think I might just add just a little bit more. I love this blush. It's like the perfect inexpensive blush. Now moving on to highlighter. So since I first created this look, I have changed the highlighter. So originally I used this Revolution Pro Trio, and I just used this one with it being like a rose gold pink, and it was honestly one of the only pink highlighters I had at the time. But today I'm going to be using the Avon Jelly Sheer Illuminator in Rose Glow. So this is just a kind of like rosy gold peachy jelly highlighter. This is actually my mum's, but she gave it to me, so I'm actually going to pop some of that on instead, as the, whoopsie, that's all in my nail now, as the Revolution one just seemed a little bit too harsh and I wasn't liking the tone of it on my skin. So I'm just gonna pop this on instead. That's definitely gone in the wrong place, as this still gives like a really nice highlight, as you can see. Like, it is a really beautiful peachy, like rosy highlight. I absolutely love it, but it's not as like intense on the pink as the Revolution one. Okay, I'm happy with that. Gives a really nice, good highlight. Okay, so my base is now complete. I'm very happy with that. I do think I'm just gonna go over that with the blush brush just to kind of smooth out a little bit of a harsh line from the highlight. I'm not the best with like liquid and jelly highlights, but it's fine. I'm happy with that. It gives a good highlight. So now we're moving back onto the eyes. So next I'm going to be popping on a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just using the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner in Jet Black. I have found this so easy to use. As someone who isn't very good with liquid liners, this has been so easy because it just has like a little tip, which I found really easy to use. So I'm just going to do some winged eyeliner just to kind of complete the eye makeup. Okay, first bit of the eyeliner done. Now for the wings. I haven't done this in a little while, but it's fine, it's fine, we got this. Okay, it's not the best wing I've ever done, but it's not terrible, it's not the worst, so it's fine. Now for the other side. The hardest part I find is always trying to just like replicate it on the other side. Okay, they're not completely even, but they're not far off, so it's fine. I feel like they're a little bit thicker than I would have liked, but it's fine. It still looks good, so it's fine. Okay, and then just to finish up the eye makeup, next I'm going in with the Revolution X Roxy Cherry Blossom palette, and I'm just taking the shade Vanilla just to kind of use as a matte brow highlight as well as like a cleanup shade. And I'm just taking my Real Techniques base shadow brush for this. This is a perfect way to clean up as well if you just got it a little too high above the crease. It just kind of softens the edges and cleans it up so it's not as high. Which I feel like I often get my eyeshadow a little bit too high out of the crease when I'm doing like makeup that requires like a crease shade. So this is perfect because it kind of just softens it up so it's not as obvious that you went a little bit too high. So I'm happy with that, I think. So now for inner corner highlight, I'm going back into the Friends palette and I'm just taking this beautiful silver right here, which is Big White Dog. And I'm going to be taking that same flat brush from before and just packing the product onto the end of the brush. And then I'm going to be wetting it with my setting spray as well, just to get the perfect pop for the inner corner. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner tear duct area of my eye. And then I forgot this was one of the shades that has quite a bit of fallout as well. So I'm just taking my powder on my base shadow brush just to kind of clean that up. Perfect. I am very happy with that. So next up for mascara, I'm just taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I dropped it. I'm just taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes mascara. And of course I'm just going to pop that on my lashes. I just feel like this gives like the perfect Barbie effect to my lashes. Like it makes my lashes look insane. So I just felt like this was the perfect mascara for a Barbie look. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with a second coat. Now for the bottom lashes. Okay, lashes done. Now I'm aware that's not a cheap mascara. So if you are looking for a mascara that gives like a really good effect like that one, but more inexpensive, the e.l.f. Lash Beats mascara is insane. I love it. But yeah, so lashes are now done. So now moving on to brows, I'm just taking the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel, and I'm just going to brush that through my brows. No particular technique or anything, just following the shape of my brows. Okay, now moving on to pretty much the last step. So next I'm just taking my Revolution X Roxy beautiful light pink lip gloss. Again, I feel like this gloss just screams Barbie, which is why I used it obviously in that original look. So I'm just going to pop this on my lips. Okay, gloss done. So now the final step is setting spray. So I'm using my Revolution Hydrate and Fix setting spray, and I'm just gonna spritz that all over my face. I think I might have just accidentally sprayed my dog because the fan is blowing it that way, so I think I just accidentally sprayed my dog instead. Okay, just dry that down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna come in a little closer so you can see the finished look. We just have the hot pink eyeshadow with a pop of eyeliner, the nice pop of silver here, glossy pink lip, beautiful rosy highlight, pink cheeks. I absolutely love this look so much. And so the fact that this look like blew up to like 12.8 thousand views on YouTube Shorts is just insane to me, because I was, and I still am, so happy with this makeup look and the way it turned out. And so to see so many of you guys enjoying it as well just makes me so happy. So I'm gonna go change into a pink top now to end this video and to complete the Barbie-ness. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, got my pink Barbie top on to finish the Barbie vibe, and now I'm gonna just take my hair out and I'm gonna just pop on this cute like diamante headband that I got in Primark that I just feel like also just says Barbie. Like I feel like this is such a Barbie headband, so I'm just gonna pop that on. I'm so happy with this look, I love it. And there we go, that is the finished Barbie look. Okay, so now that I've taken my hair down and I'm all in pink, I'm gonna come in and just give you one final look at the finished makeup. I love this look so much. I'm honestly so happy with it. It's one of my favourite looks I've ever created. Yeah, I'm just absolutely obsessed. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this video and to the end of this Barbie themed makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up to let me know. Let me know in the comments, if you were to create a Barbie themed makeup look, what would yours look like? Like, would you go down the pink route? Would you do it a little different? what would your Barbie themed makeup look like? Let me know in the comments. Also, feel free to let me know what you think of this makeup look. If you're new to my channel, then be sure to subscribe right over here and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And I also have a vlog channel if that is something you'd be interested in. Then you can subscribe right over here. If you'd like more content from myself, then you can click here for the original YouTube short of this makeup look. It was done to like the Hi Barbie sound. It was so much fun to film. Or you can click here for a YouTube short of what I would wear in Barbieland. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!